in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Get it.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst able to get him for a loss of about 3.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Check nine, check nine. Yeah.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
29. 29. He's checking.
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, dude.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Exit, exit.
Express.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Come on, D.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Switch up. Shit. White. We got it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Mike Purcell drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Bryant is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Hey, Roy. Switch gears. Look at me, zipper. Ready?
Throwing on second down. Lock. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Check, you're out. Crouch. 61, matchbox, lights. Stand. Check. Sit. Hey, watch that. Now. Play. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
General West. Check.
That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Hamilton, the fourth-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Next to score, Raiders 10, Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Locke, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, exit.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 25 yards that time.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
You draw corkers. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hard, hard. Fight.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Carr. It got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
Let's go.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Raiders.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Get ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Go, Mike 51.
Go. 93. Express.
51. And we're pretty quiet, D.
From midfield, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Bang, 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 bang. Rock it. Hey, high 7. Check 43. Hey.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Lock now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Locke now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Shoot!
Yep.
It comes to me, it's me.
6-6, pull it high. Let go.
On 1st down, Lindsey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Switch!
Protein spill.
Check. Fresno! Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yo, go.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready?
Mark 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Hey, Delta.
Check mark. Watch it, 5. Record. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Look at me. Zipper.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 55.
Hey, zoom. Hit it.
On 1st down, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. After the touchdown, get away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
7:34. Shoot. Hey, orbit. Express.
Check Mike 34. Mike.
Throwing again. Carr. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Sam on.
Watch the ship.
You're out. Bravo.
31. Check 31. Ship. Watch safety creep.
Bam. Back. Greystone, Travis. Get it.
Another run by Lindsey. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Spot. No. 637. Mike, 34.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 34. Hey, watch the slant. 34.
Express.
34. Mike. Way to bring it.
On play action. Now Carr. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is taken at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, exit.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. I'm coming. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Throw left side complete. It's Hamilton. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Block now to throw. He's going, and this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On play action, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 30 base.
59. Mike to 59.
Hey!
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Go, go.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check. 59. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike, check, check. 59, 59. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59, Mike to 59. We got to get the ball.
Hey, high 7. Big grip, big grip.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, check. 59. Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Block now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Here's Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Oh, yeah. Hey, here we go.
Topper. Yo, go. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Get it.
Again, it's Locke. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vontez Burfict in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
22 jet bombers, 22 jets now.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Watch the whip. Kill.
80 weapons.
Kill. Kill. Kill.
Hey, wahoo!
Express. 34. Mike, 34.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go on.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, foxtrot.
Hey, check.
Ready?
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Okay, ready? 8, read.
Check. 55.
Leo.
Check 4.
Hey. Hey, Charlie. Check up.
Back to throw. Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Monday down. 180. Check in. Come right Monday down. 694. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 34. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
618. Express.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Wilson snags it left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Go.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. I'm here all day.
Later 9.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Turn down. 188.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
93. 93. Express.
2. Bandit.
Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike 34.
Express.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Brings up second and 11.